Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Are you stuck using outdated keyword research strategies that just aren't delivering results? Well, you're in luck. Today, I'm going to share my tried and true keyword research strategy that has helped franchises, blogs, e-commerce stores, and small businesses skyrocket their rankings. In fact, I've used this exact method to help one of my clients boost their traffic to their money pages by 500%. And stick around until the end because I'll be sharing my thoughts on keyword difficulty. Like, is that something that you need to be concerned about in your keyword strategy or for your website? First things first, let's stop thinking about individual keywords as lone rangers. They're actually part of a posse. Every keyword belongs to a larger topic, and within that topic, different keywords have different intents. For example, if someone searches, "Do I need a car accident lawyer?" they're looking for information. But if they search "best car accident lawyer near me," they're ready to hire. Understanding the intent behind the search is crucial. Now that we're focused on topics and intent, let's dive into the research. One of my favorite tools for keyword research is Google Search Console. So this is an example of a Google Search Console for a website. I'm looking at data for the last 12 months. As you can see here, it shows me which keywords I am filtering by impressions or sorting by impressions. So it's telling me which keywords have had the most impressions over the last year. And if I want to be more granular, I can go by page and focus on my key pages that I want to get more keywords for or understand which keywords I need to improve rankings for. Ranking position is something that you can, average position is something that you can also use to get a better idea of how you rank for these terms. You can also filter things out. So if you want to look at specific types of queries or queries that would show up for specific pages, you can do that here too. And that just helps you filter down your list even more before you export that CSV. And you just go here to export that CSV, and then you'll have this information based off of how people are finding your website currently and what keywords you're using to do that. If your website already has some traffic and rankings, Google Search Console is your best friend. It shows you the keywords you're already visible for, but remember, it only shows terms where your listing appeared somewhere on the page. Also, GSC doesn't get too specific with location data. It's more country level, so keep that in mind if you need more granular insights. Another great tool is SimRush. You can enter in your URL or a keyword to find related keywords. This is a fantastic way to discover new opportunities that are closely tied to your existing content. This is SimRush's keyword gap tool. You put in your domain name in, as well as competitors. You can do up to 4 competitors, and it will show you which keyword to share with these competitors, which ones you don't have that all your competitors have, which ones you're weak in, keywords you're strong in, keywords where at least one of your competitors are ranking, and then you can also just get the full list of keywords. I typically just download the full list of keywords and export it so that I can use it in my next step of my keyword research process. You can also search by domain name. So you can put your domain name in, and then you'll end up on this overview page. From there, you can go to top keywords here and view all the keywords that domain ranks for. You can also filter out on many of these reports based on intent, based on position, based on volume and keyword difficulty as well. Lastly, you can also put in individual keywords like roof repair near me. And what's cool about SimRush is that you can actually go and choose a specific area that you want to look in. So I'm looking at roof repair near me as if I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. This gives me the local search volume and keyword difficulty as well. And it shows me a comparison with the national averages for volume and keyword difficulty too. If you scroll down even further, you can actually see which pages are ranking the best for these terms, this specific term, and how many referring domains, backlinks, and keywords that page ranks for. Here's a pro tip. Don't just rely on SimRush's recommended competitors. Do your own research to identify who's really competing for your dream keywords. For example, AC repair is a hot keyword for HVAC companies, and best AI tools is gold for an AI software as a service blog. Next up is Google Ads Keyword Planner. This method lets you hone in on keywords that matter most to your bottom line. This is how I use Google Keywords Planner for keyword research. First, I'm going to go to Tools, then Planning, then Keyword Planner. Then go to Discover New Keywords, and you can type in whatever keywords you want to look for. I think for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to use AC repair, AC services, HVAC repair, HVAC company, and then let's use Greenville, South Carolina, where I live, as the area. As you can see, I can set what area I want it to search in. I can go from a larger area, so I can include Asheville, Anderson, Spartanburg, some nearby cities, or I can go more granular. So I can use the whole county, and I can also just use the city, Greenville itself. Then I'll save. I can put in the URL here for the site or my site to help specify what type of keywords I'm looking for and eliminate keywords that I would not want to show up. So then I'm going to click Get Results. Now this is going to take data from the within last year to show me the results. So the average searches by month for these keywords, specifically in Greenville, South Carolina. If you're actually actively using Google Ads, you will get more data. You'll get better than this type of monthly average. You'll get a more succinct number, more obvious number, but this tells you what people are actually using right now to find services, and it tells you the competition level for those keywords in Google Keyword Planner and for Google Ads. So that means that a lot of people are spending money on AC service near me for Google Ads. That might mean that that's a good keyword for you to go after and want to rank for organically. Medium, low, HVAC repair is lower. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a good or bad keyword. It just means that a lot of people aren't spending money on it in Google Ads, and that could be due to the cost of that keyword. We're not quite sure because we don't have that level of information. But with the information we do have, we know which keywords that we want to focus on based on how Google Ads has put the data together and told us, hey, this is what people are searching for near you. And this is essentially how people are bidding on them. If there's a lot of people bidding on them or few people, and how much that typically costs to bid on those based on popularity. So this is a great way to start if you have a business where you want to look at which keywords are going to bring in more money and more revenue, and they're very popular for ads. So this is very good for product-focused businesses and service-focused businesses. Now, once you've gathered all this data, the real work begins. I like to combine the data from different sources into one spreadsheet. It's essential to organize that data in a way that makes sense for you. Okay, so I took one of the competitors and I exported all of the keywords that they were ranking for. Then I removed any of the columns that didn't really matter for what I'm doing right now. Then I added one called topic and then applied a filter by doing this and then create filter. So this is how I filter my keywords when I'm using a Google Sheet to do it. What we can do here is clear all the keywords. So say that we're telling it that, okay, let's filter out everything. And then we're going to search HVAC and then select all. So now everything that has HVAC in it is selected. Then we can go here and put HVAC as a topic and then apply it to all of these keywords. So now all of these keywords are categorized as HVAC. If you go here and select all again, we can see it's applied only to the keywords that were in our filter at that time. So now we can go and say, let's do one for repair. Now it's going to show us all the keywords that have repair in it. And notice that there's some overlap. So there's some that have HVAC and repair. You can have a subtopic, or you can just categorize it as one. That's up to you. I typically only use one topic, and I'll just make all of these others repair and leave HVAC the same. Now with just this example, I'm going to show you how you can make a pivot table to organize this data. Okay, now we're going to make our pivot table. Insert pivot table. It's going to make a new sheet for our pivot table. And then we want to include our topic as a row. And we want to include our keywords as a row. And it allows you to have a little bit of a drop down for your keywords by topic. And then the value we want to show is the search volume. So now it shows you the total sum for each of your topics. And if you click here, you can actually see the keywords that make up that sum for that topic and how much search volume they have. And you can, let's see, I believe we can sort them too. Sort by search volume, and we can do it descending. So now we're searching by search volume and have the highest search volume keywords at the top and the lower ones at the bottom. If we wanted to add keyword difficulty as one of these here, I wonder if we can do it without it making it, we don't want it to be a sum. Let's do average instead. Okay, now it's giving us the average difficulty for that entire group, and then it's showing us the difficulty for those individual keywords too. So this is a super helpful way to look at the data and your keywords and to put them in a way that may make more sense to your brain so that you can understand what's going on, which keywords you want to target and which ones you want to ignore for the time being, and if you may need a new page to rank. In my spreadsheet, I had a new column labeled topics and filtered the data to isolate keywords with common terms. For instance, if you're a personal injury lawyer, you might filter for keywords like personal injury, dog bite, and slip and fall. All right, you stuck around for the bonus. So, does keyword difficulty matter? Yes and no. If you're working with a brand new site, ranking for high difficulty keywords is going to take a long time. It's better to focus on keywords with decent volume and lower difficulty. That's it for today's video on how to perform keyword research like a pro. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future SEO and digital marketing tips.